Hey there, everybody. I am here to explain why I am extremely upset with the state of the United States and where it's headed and what I think we can do to protect what we have. I'm going to focus on a few specific topics in this video, but there are many more that I think are egregiously evil and mean that have been done to hurt us as Americans, and I do think that we can obviously do a lot better, and that the number one trait that I think that we need in every government leader is selflessness, and the opposite of that is present in the person at the top right now. So I want to go back to the government shutdown that happened late last year. That was the longest government shutdown in American history. It affected a lot of things, but one of the things that was done, obviously to hurt us, is to withhold SNAP benefits, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and or what's called food stamps, from the American people. Those payments were delayed. There were lawsuits involved in order to have those payments continue on time. They did not happen on time. And that affected, as far as from what I've read, about 41 million Americans, over 10% of us, around 15% of us. And about 37% of those people are white people. That's not to say that many non-white people have been affected, and not even to mention Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Department of Homeland Security, any of those other efforts that have been going on that have obviously been affecting non-white people way more and should have gotten way more attention much earlier on than they have. But to go back to SNAP, the fact that this current administration was willing to withhold those benefits from that many people in order to basically either keep the shutdown going on as long as it would take for the people with other opinions to give up is, in my opinion, an evil act, and a very selfish act as well. There's even more statistics I could get into. I took some notes, but obviously do not remember absolutely everything. That's just one thing that has happened. Also, during that shutdown, there was a House representative that was elected about a week before the shutdown started. Her name is Adelita Grijalva, and she was supposed to be sworn in. She was not sworn in for 50 days, the longest delay in swearing in of a House representative in American history. That was done to prevent her from signing the discharge petition that led to the eventual release of the Epstein Files Transparency Act, a law that was signed unanimously, save one person in the House of Representatives. And that's in the current House of Representatives and current Senate. The, I believe, first Trump administration said their strategy was to flood the zone, which basically means to barrage the media and the people with so much information that they have a difficult time staying on one topic. One way to counter against that is to critically think and to become literate and to do as much reading as possible. Those are the three things I highly suggest that everyone do in order to become more well-informed of the facts and to make better decisions in daily life. Obviously, this is not a topic I normally talk about on this channel. I am normally focused on my hobbies, which are cars, technology, yo-yoing in my past, and gaming. But that is not the case today because of how upset I am with what's going on. And it is affecting my daily life, and I really want to do my best to fight back and make sure that our rights are not lost. Our rights are not given. There are things that we should not take for granted and that we need to uphold. And we need to hold everyone accountable regardless of their status or amount of money that they have in their possession. And for those that do have way more money than they need, the one thing that I have to say is there is an end to that road. There is an amount of money that you achieve that the law of diminishing returns starts affecting greatly. You'll reach a point where you have so much that it becomes an issue, that it gets in the way of you being able to enjoy the relationships you have. And I think that once you get to that point, you should not have more money in your possession. You should find a way to give it to a cause that benefits more people instead of just yourself. I'd like to think I'm gaining confidence about in the way I speak about these very important topics. Of course, topics that typically are important are boring and or difficult to speak about, but I'm going to continue trying, and I think that we all need to continue trying. I think that we should all come together under the things that we hold in common, for common decency for all of humanity, no matter what the color of your skin is, no matter what configuration you may come in. And I think that that is what will lead to a better world. I do think that the Epstein files will end up being the largest cover-up in American history up to this point. I want to do what I can as an American citizen to make sure that all of the information associated with those horrible acts done by those horrible people are brought to light, and that justice is served for everyone. That's not to say that it will, but it should be. We should be willing to go to great lengths to protect the rights that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights have allowed for us to enjoy. It's like if you or me were to see someone on the subway being hurt by someone else, we need to stand up and call them out on it instead of just sitting and pretending like it's not happening. We need to stop wasting our energy on hating things, and we should be spending our energy trying to spread love to as many people and creatures in the world as possible. Thank you guys for listening to me, and I hope you guys enjoy what's to come with this channel. It will not be this all the time, of course, but it may be part of it because it's very important right now. See you guys later. I'll see you all in future videos. Bye-bye.